Okay, stop. Before we even start today's episode, Emma, I need to ask you something, and I need you to be honest.
Okay, now I'm nervous.
If someone texts you, I will be there in 5 minutes, versus someone who texts you, I might be there in 5 minutes, what do you feel?
Oh, totally different feelings. Will? Okay, they're coming, cool. Might? I'm already annoyed. I'm already eating without them.
Exactly. See, this is the whole episode. 3 words: might, shall, will. And most English learners think these are just simple grammar words. Future tense, done, move on.
But no, these words have feelings inside them. They carry attitude. They reveal your confidence level. They show how serious you are.
And here's what nobody tells you. The wrong word in the wrong situation can make you sound rude, weak, confused, or way too old-fashioned.
We've got stories, role plays, real-life situations, and Ethan has a controversial opinion about one of these words that I actually disagree with.
I stand by it.
We'll let the audience decide. Stay till the end because that debate, it's going to be good.
Let's get into it.
Welcome to Musk Unleashed, the English podcast where we don't just teach you grammar, we teach you how to think in English.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Emma, and if this is your first time here, welcome to the family. We talk about real English, the kind you actually need in conversations, at work, with friends, and job interviews, at airports, everywhere.
Not the kind you read in a textbook that nobody actually uses.
Today's episode is part 2 of our Modal Verbs series. Last time we did can, could, and may, and honestly, the response was incredible.
So many comments, so many people saying, I've been using these wrong my whole life, which we love that. That's exactly why we make this podcast.
So today, part 2, might, shall, and will. And I'm telling you right now, this episode is going to change how you speak English.
Bold claim, but we'll back it up.
We always do.
All right, before we jump into each word, I want to ask you something. Emma, do you remember your first time trying to speak English in a real conversation? Like, not in a classroom, in real life?
Oh, wow. Yes, painfully. I was at an airport. I needed to ask someone if a seat was free, and I said, I will sit here? Like it was a question, like a confused robot.
Oh, no.
And the person looked at me like I had 3 heads. And I thought, my English is fine. What happened?
And this is exactly the problem. In classrooms, we learn rules. Will is for the future. Might is for possibility. But nobody teaches you the energy behind the words.
The feeling, the attitude, the social signal.
Right. Because here's the truth. When you choose between will, might, and shall, you're not just talking about time. You're talking about how certain you are, how formal you are, how committed you are.
Think of it like this. Imagine your weather forecast. It will rain tomorrow. That's confident, strong. Someone is sure.
It will rain tomorrow. That's cautious, uncertain, maybe yes, maybe no.
It shall rain tomorrow. And now you sound like you're in a Shakespeare play.
Or a courtroom or a royal decree.
Same weather, 3 completely different vibes.
And that's what this episode is about. Not just what these words mean, but when to use them, how they feel, and how to choose the right one so you sound natural, confident, and fluent.
Okay, let's start with might, because honestly, it might be the most misunderstood word in English.
See what you did there?
Intended, 100% intended.
All right, might. Let's talk about it.
So, most people know the basic version. Might means possibility. Something could happen, but you're not sure.
But here's what most people miss. Might is actually the more uncertain version of may. Remember from our last episode, may was about 60 to 70% possibility. Might is more like 30 to 50%.
So when you say it may rain, there's a pretty good chance.
But it might rain, maybe. You're genuinely not sure.
And this difference matters in conversation because it changes how people respond to you.
Exactly. If your friend asks, are you coming to my party, and you say, I may come, they'll probably save you a seat.
But if you say, I might come, they're probably not saving you a seat. They're already mentally replacing you with someone else.
Harsh, but true.
English is a brutal language.
Okay, so use number 1 of might, present or future possibility. Something is possible but uncertain.
Examples from real life: I might go to the gym after work. You're not sure yet. She might be late, there was a lot of traffic. You're guessing. They might cancel the concert if it rains. A possibility, not a certainty.
Now here's use number 2 that most learners completely miss, and this one is super interesting. Might for very formal, very polite requests.
Like, might I ask your name? Or might I borrow your pen?
Now this is considered very formal, very British, very old-fashioned even.
So should you use it in everyday speech?
Generally, no. It sounds strange in casual conversation.
But it is good to recognize it when you hear it. Like if someone in a very formal setting says, might I suggest an alternative? That's extremely polite, almost overly polite.
The kind of polite that makes you stand up straighter.
Yeah, exactly. It's posh polite, like fancy restaurant polite.
And then use number 3. This is my personal favorite. Might for gentle suggestions or advice, and native speakers use this all the time.
Oh, yes, this is huge. When you want to suggest something, but you don't want to sound pushy.
Like, you might want to call ahead before you go. That's a suggestion. Soft, friendly.
Or you might want to check if the restaurant is open on Mondays.
Not, you should check. That sounds like a lecture. You must check. That sounds bossy.
But you might want to is like, hey, just a thought, just a friendly tip.
And here's the really cool phrase native speakers use. It might be worth.
Yes, it might be worth asking your doctor about it, or it might be worth checking the reviews before you book.
That phrase, it might be worth, is so useful. It's warm, it's helpful, and it doesn't sound like you're ordering someone around.
Write that one down, guys. Seriously.
Okay, now the big one, use number 4, and this is where English gets really deep. Might have for past possibility or past speculation.
This one takes people a while to get comfortable with, but once you do, your English jumps to the next level.
So, might have plus past participle means something was possibly true in the past, but you're not certain.
Classic example. You're at a party, your friend hasn't arrived. You say, she might have gotten stuck in traffic. You're speculating. You don't know for sure.
Or imagine you left your phone at home and you're trying to remember, I might have left it on the kitchen counter?
Or imagine your boss seems upset today. You say to your coworker, he might have had a bad morning.
You're guessing. You're not sure, but it's a possibility.
And here's something really cool. You can use might have to show regret or talk about missed opportunities.
Like, I might have made a different choice if I'd known that. Or, that might have been the best job offer I ever got. I should have taken it.
It has this slightly sad, reflective feeling sometimes.
Yeah, a little nostalgic, a little what if.
Okay, let's do a role play with might. And I want to make this one really real. Let's say we're two friends catching up over coffee and we're trying to figure out what happened to a mutual friend, let's call him Jake, who suddenly stopped responding to messages.
Ooh, I love a mystery.
Have you heard from Jake? He hasn't replied to any of my messages for like 2 weeks.
No, nothing from me either. That's weird. He might be going through something personal.
Yeah, maybe. Or he might have lost his phone. Remember? He was always dropping it.
True. Or he might have just gotten really busy. He said he was starting that new project.
I guess, but still 2 weeks. I might send him a letter, like an actual letter, old school.
That might actually be the sweetest thing. Do it.
Back to host voice. See how natural that was? Every single might there was real, spontaneous, and natural. That's how it actually sounds in conversations.
Nobody's saying, it is possible that Jake, that sounds like a police report.
Witness statement indicates subject might have lost his phone.
Perfect. Okay, one more important thing before we leave might, the negative form.
Might not, or in fast speech, mightn't. Though honestly, Americans almost never say mightn't.
Right. You'll hear might not much more often, like, she might not come tonight, or this might not work, but let's try.
And might not suggests you think something is possibly not going to happen. There's still uncertainty, just leaning negative.
So, she might come means maybe yes. She might not come means maybe no. The possibility is still there, just in the other direction.
Beautiful word. Might. I like it.
You might be overthinking it.
See, you're really doing this today.
Okay, we're going to do something different now. We're going to test you right now in the middle of this episode.
No pressure, but also a little pressure.
No pressure, but also a little pressure.
We'll say a situation. You choose. Should the person use might, will, or shall? And we'll tell you the answer and explain why. Ready?
3 situations. Let's go.
Situation 1. Your friend asks you, are you going to the concert tomorrow? You're not totally sure yet because you have work. What do you say?
Think about it. The answer is might. I might go. Depends on how late I finish work, because you're uncertain. It's a possibility, not a decision.
Exactly. If you said, I will go, that's a commitment. You're making a promise, and then if you don't show up, your friend is upset.
Situation 2, you're at a job interview. The interviewer asks about your plans. You want to say something confident and professional. Do you say, I will work hard to contribute to this team, or I might work hard?
Immediately, I will work hard.
I will work hard. Obviously, you're in a job interview. Be confident. I might work hard. You're fired before you start.
Exactly. This is exactly why word choice matters. In a high-stakes situation, confidence, commitment, certainty, that's will.
Situation 3, and this is the tricky one. You want to politely offer to help an elderly person with their groceries. What do you say?
So you could say, I will carry those for you. That works. Helpful, direct.
Or, and this is very British, very charming, shall I carry those for you?
And that sounds incredibly warm and polite, right?
It does. And this is actually one of the surviving uses of shall in modern English that we're going to talk about next.
Perfect transition, Emma.
Thank you, Ethan. I planned it. All right, shall. And I'm just going to say it. This word confuses everyone.
Because it's disappearing from everyday English, but it's not totally gone. It's like that friend who moved away. You don't see them often, but when you do, it's special.
I love that. Okay, so real talk first. Here's the situation with shall in the modern world.
In American English, shall is almost completely gone from everyday speech. Research actually shows it's dramatically declined, especially in informal and casual contexts. If you use shall in everyday American conversation, you might sound like you're quoting Shakespeare.
Or like a lawyer, which in some contexts is actually cool.
But in British English, shall is still around, less than before, definitely, but older generations in the UK still use it quite naturally, and it still shows up in formal British writing and speech.
So here's the practical advice. You should know shall, you should recognize it, but use it carefully and only in specific situations.
Let's talk about those situations, because shall is actually really beautiful when it's used right.
Use number 1. Offers and suggestions, especially with I and we. This is the main place where shall still lives in modern conversation.
So, shall I open the window? That's a gentle offer. You're asking if the other person would like you to do something.
Or, shall we take a break? Making a group suggestion, inviting people to agree.
Shall I get us some coffee? Offering to do something for someone else.
And here's what's interesting. In these situations, shall sounds warmer than will.
Really?
Think about it. Will I open the window? That sounds strange, almost demanding.
Versus, shall I open the window? That sounds considerate, like you're genuinely asking what the other person wants.
You're right, there's a softness to it. So in situations where you're making an offer or suggestion, shall I or shall we, that's still natural, still correct, and honestly sounds quite sophisticated.
Especially shall we. That's practically a full phrase on its own. You gesture toward the door and say, shall we? Everyone knows what you mean. Let's go. Let's proceed.
It's like the most elegant 2-word sentence in English.
I'd put that on a t-shirt.
Use number 2, formal obligations and rules. This is where you see shall a lot in legal documents, contracts, regulations.
Like, the tenant shall pay rent on the 1st of each month.
Or, all members shall wear identification badges.
This is shall as a strong requirement, an obligation, even stronger than must in some legal contexts because it implies a formal binding agreement.
Now, will you use this in everyday conversation? Probably not. But in professional writing, formal emails, policy documents, knowing this use of shall is important.
Use number 3, emphatic future. This is shall used for drama, passion, strong determination.
And this is actually where some of the most iconic phrases in English come from.
We shall overcome.
The civil rights movement, one of the most powerful phrases in American history. Not we will overcome, we shall overcome. The word shall there adds gravity. It adds inevitability. We will. We are certain. This is bigger than us.
Or Churchill, we shall fight on the beaches. We shall never surrender. Can you imagine if he said, we might not surrender?
The whole speech would fall apart.
History would be different.
Word choice matters. That's the whole point.
And in the Bible, thou shalt not, the Old English version of shall. These phrases are so embedded in English culture and history.
So when you see shall in literature, speeches, songs, religious texts, you'll now understand the weight it carries.
It's not just a future tense word. It's authority, inevitability, determination.
Okay, now here's the controversial section. My opinion about shall that Emma disagrees with.
Oh, here we go.
My opinion is that English learners should just forget shall exists. Just replace it with will in almost every situation, and you'll be fine.
And I disagree. I think knowing shall and using it occasionally, especially shall I and shall we, actually makes you sound more educated and more sophisticated. It sets you apart.
But the risk is sounding old-fashioned or out of place.
Only if you use it wrong. Used correctly, it's charming.
Okay, what do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. Team Ethan, just use will, or Team Emma, keep shall for the right moments.
I'm confident Team Emma's going to win.
You might be right.
You did it again.
I can't stop.
Okay, role play for shall. Let's do a workplace scenario. You're in a meeting, you want to use shall correctly and sound professional.
Perfect. I'm the team leader, you're a colleague.
Go ahead.
All right, everyone, shall we get started? I know we're all busy.
Sure. Shall I take notes for this meeting?
That would be great, thank you. So, the proposal. Shall we start with the budget section first?
I think so. And shall we schedule a follow-up for next Friday?
And back to normal. See how smooth that was? Every shall there was natural, polite, professional, and it made the whole conversation sound organized and considerate.
Nobody's going to laugh at you for saying, shall I take notes in a meeting? That's excellent English.
Great point. Context is everything.
Okay, I want to tell a quick story, real story. This happened to someone I know.
Oh, I love these.
So my friend's father, he's an immigrant, came to an English-speaking country years ago with very basic English, worked really hard, built a life, and his English was always functional, but he always felt like something was missing, like he couldn't quite express himself the way he felt inside.
That feeling is so common and so painful.
One day, his daughter, my friend, was getting married, and at the wedding reception, the father stood up to give a toast, and instead of saying the simple, ordinary things, he said,
That feeling is so common and so painful.
One day, his daughter, my friend, was getting married, and at the wedding reception, the father stood up to give a toast, and instead of saying the simple, ordinary things, he said, Today I shall remember as the most beautiful day of my life. My daughter shall know forever that she is loved, and this family shall grow stronger with every year.
Wow.
His daughter cried. The whole room went quiet because there was something about those words, the gravity of shall, that made them feel like a promise, like a vow, like something unbreakable.
That's exactly it. The right word at the right moment. That's the whole lesson.
It wasn't perfect grammar, but it was perfect English.
And that's the difference between learning rules and learning language. All right, we are coming to the end of today's episode, and I want to do something we don't usually do. We're going to leave you with 3 sentences, 3 that I think you should memorize. Not because they're grammar rules, but because they're building blocks that you'll use over and over.
Sentence 1, using might. I'm not sure yet. I might need more time to think about it.
This is a polite, professional, natural way to express uncertainty without sounding weak. Use it at work. Use it in negotiations. Use it when you're not ready to commit.
Sentence 2, using shall. Shall we get started?
Sentence 2, using shall. Shall we get started?
Sentence 3, using will. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
I'll take care of it. This is leadership, confidence, and generosity. Someone in your life will one day need to hear this from you, and now you know exactly how to say it.
Before we go, let's do the quick summary.
Might, uncertainty, gentle possibility, soft suggestions, and past guesses. The word of uncertainty and warmth.
Shall, formal offers, legal obligations, poetic determination, and elegant suggestions. The word of sophistication and power.
Will, spontaneous decisions, predictions, promises, offers, requests, and certainty. The most versatile, most essential modal verb in English.
Your challenge this week: comment below with one sentence using might, one using shall, and one using will, describing your week ahead. Make it personal, make it real.
We'll read every comment, and the best one we're going to feature at the start of our next episode.
And listen, if you watched this whole episode, first of all, thank you. That really means everything to us.
Secondly, share it. One friend, one family member, one coworker who's learning English. This kind of content, it takes time to make, and your share helps it reach people who need it.
And if you haven't subscribed to Musk Unleashed yet, what are you waiting for? We are here every week. Grammar, vocabulary, real conversations, culture, all of it.
All right, that's it from us. I'm Ethan,
I'm Emma.
and this is Musk Unleashed. See you in the next one.